Yes, once again, good morning to all of you. Today we are going to start with the poetry section from the poem, as it was already informed to you in the very beginning when I explained about the syllabus and the pattern of the paper, that you will get the extract from the poetry part, and you will get the questions. Short questions can also be there, and you will have long questions also from that. So be careful for the poetry part, in which you may be asked about different devices or different poetic devices used by the poet, some images or different ideas conveyed through the poem. So the first poem in your syllabus is My Mother at 66. As the title of the poem itself tells us, that My Mother at 66, the poetess Kamla Das, she is giving us the description about her mother, who is at the age of 66. You understand, at the age of 66, person is very old. And in the old age, what characteristics or the features we see in life, that is explained to us, and what type of problems are caused with the old age, what happens with the old age in physically, mentally, what type of expressions and the feelings are created in the mind, that is given to her. And especially the poem, when it is explained through the mouth of a daughter, and the link or the relation of a mother and a daughter is explained here. In the society, you also know that in our society, when the daughters are married, what type of feelings the mothers and the daughters have. And accordingly, when the mother grows old and the daughter feels that now she will be separated from her mother forever, what type of feelings are created in the mind of a girl or a daughter, that is explained to you in this poem. So the poem is based on the theme of aging, you understand, when a person grows in age. So what the poet says, you can see at the bottom in the second paragraph after the introduction about the poet, what is told to us, that is the theme of your poem. Aging is a natural process. We need not to go anything for anything, we need not to do, because this is a natural process. Everyone grows with the age, with the time period, everyone grows in age. So it is a natural process. Automatically हर एक की age बढ़ती जाती है, age बढ़ती जाती है, and everyone goes to the old age. So have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? We'll discuss this question afterward. First, let me read about the introduction about the poet. In this poem, which is composed by Kamla Das, she belongs to 1934 and was born in Malabar, Kerala. She is recognized as one of the India's foremost poets. Her works are known for their originality, versatility, and the indigenous flavor of the soil. Soil means जिस जगह पर उसका बर्थ हुआ है केरला में, उसकी फ्लेवर जो है, वहाँ की लुक जो है, हमें उसकी पोएम्स में नज़र आती हैं. And otherwise, her poems are original, versatile, means giving different ideas, variety of ideas. And she has published many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name Madhva Kuti. Some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Lust and Other Stories in 1992, in addition to 5 books of poetry. She is a sensitive writer who captures the complex subtleties of human relationships in lyrical idioms. My Mother at 66 is an example. Please underline this last line, that is the common theme of her writings, because she is known as a very sensitive writer who captures the complex subtleties of human relationships. Human relationship में जो बहुत complex सटल चीज़ें होती हैं जिसके बारे में हम कई बार बहुत डीपली सोचना शुरू कर देते हैं ह्यूमन रिलेशनशिप में, कैसे वो हमारी लाइफ को अफेक्ट करती हैं. दैट इज द कॉमन थीम दैट कैप्चर्स her poetry and her writings. And this poem, My Mother at 66, is a very good example of her complex relation of a mother and a daughter that she has explained in this poem. Now, coming to the theme of the poem, or the idea that the poetess has explained in this poem, that aging is a natural process. We all know this thing, that a person grows with the time. And what happens after that? As a person grows, the strength loses, person becomes old and loses vitality, vigor, and strength in physically as well as mentally. And what happens? Slowly and steadily the person decays. Decays का मतलब यहाँ क्या है कि उसकी strength lose हो जाती है, उसमें उतनी हिम्मत, उसकी ताकत जो है नहीं रहती काम करने की या सोचने की या चलने फिरने की. physically और mentally जो है वो person weak हो जाता है. And what is the next step? That is death. That is the universal reality that one has to accept. And this is same for all. This process is same for all: aging, decay, and death. These are the three stages that is shown when a person becomes age, that one has to suffer. So coming to the question that is given to you, have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? Anyone who wants to give the answer, please unmute yourself and answer. Yes. Jasmine from Commerce, 27 roll number. Can you better please unmute yourself? Jasmine, 27 roll number from Commerce. Prabjot Ripple. Better please unmute and give your views for this question. Have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? क्या expect करते हैं हमारे parents हमारे से when they become old? Anyone who can share the views? Yes, Bhagat Preet, non-medical, please raise your unmute yourself.
When our parents grow old, they want more attention.
They need more attention. They
And
want
they need
more
more
attention
love.
from our side. Yes. Gurveer, anything you want to say?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, our elderly parents want us to respect them and respect their opinions. And even if we have age gap or generation gap, we should understand their feelings and not get irritated by what they say, or if they face problem in coping up with the current situations. As Nowadays also they face a lot of difficulty in coping up with the technology, so we should not get irritated, rather respect their opinion and tell them new things.
Very good. Anyone else? Sanchna Virdi, anything you want to say? Sanchna Virdi, please unmute yourself, beta. Yes, Gyanpreet.
They want us to take care of them and be with them at their difficult times so that they don't feel so lonely.
Yes, this is very important point which I wanted to get from your words, that they want us to spend some time with them. They want us to be with them. Yeah. So we can help our parents in many ways by giving them financial help, by taking them to the doctor, by giving them medical aid, by providing them good food and every type of facility that is there, that is needed by them also. But the most important thing, what they want from us when they reach to this old age is, they expect time from us, that we must sit with them, spend some time, talk with them, along with the other facilities that is needed. That is no doubt everyone needs while surviving in this world. We need all these things. But the most important thing, what they expect from us and which the modern man is not able to provide, that is time. Because we people feel we are very busy. We are always in hurry, finishing one work and going for the other. We are having shortage of time, sometimes due to some job or some other works. The modern man is so busy that we are always in hurry and we are not able to give any time to our parents. That is the precious thing or the very important thing which they want from us. So being the member of the modern generation, we all should take care of our parents. We should spend some time with our elders, our grandparents, whosoever is there in your family. Please take care and spend some time. आपका जो पैसा दिया हुआ या आपकी अच्छी चीज़ें लाकर देनी, उनको खाने पीने के लिए अच्छा कपड़ा देना या अच्छी फैसिलिटीज़ देनी, वो इतनी खुशी उनको नहीं देता जितना कि वो उस टाइम खुश महसूस करते हैं when we sit with them for 5-10 minutes, we talk with them. हम उनके कोई एक्सपीरियंसेस, अपनी कोई बातें, कुछ भी हम उनके साथ बैठकर जब शेयर करते हैं, then they feel very happy. So this is my humble advice to all of you. Please pay respect and spend some time with the elders of your family so that they should also feel happy and comfortable. Okay. Now coming to the poem, you can see the lines of the poem. Very beautiful line, the expressions and the feelings of a daughter for a mother, and the physical health and the mental health of the mother is shown in the poem. And we feel a little bit emotional, having the feeling of emotional touch for a daughter and a mother when we read this poem. Please listen the lines carefully. I'm going to read the poem. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doze, open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. But after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, wan, pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." All I did was smile and smile and smile. Please look at the poem carefully. Is there any full stop used in between the poem? There is no full stop used in the whole of the poem. This whole poem is given to you in a single line, separating or giving pause in between with the help of commas. There is no full stop in the whole poem. The whole poem is given in a single sentence that is punctuated by commas. So it indicated a single thread of thought. Please note down this. Sometimes this question is also there. Why there is no full stop? What is the significance or the importance if there is no full stop given in between the poem? It indicates a single thread of thought interspersed with observations of the real world around and the way these are connected to the main idea. ये एक सिंगल थॉट है जो कि थ्रू आउट पोइटिस के माइंड में चल रहा है, और उस थॉट को कैसे इन बिटवीन डिस्टर्ब किया गया है या इंटरसेक्ट किया गया है ओनली विद द रियल वर्ल्ड सिचुएशंस, कि जब वो आसपास कुछ रियल सिचुएशंस देखती है और उसको किस तरीके से इसी मेन थीम के साथ फिर से रिकनेक्ट कर दिया गया है. दैट situation, that real situation is connected with the main theme or the main idea of the poem, that is aging and decaying and coming to the last stage of death. This is the idea of the theme, which is the single idea or the thought that has been dealt with the whole poem. So the poem is given in a single thought. That's why there is no full stop in between the whole poem. Now look at the lines. What is the situation given to us? Poetess Kamala Das, she gives her own experience. She tells us that she came to her mother for some days, to spend some days with her mother, कि वो अपने parents के पास अपने मायके आई हुई है थोड़े दिनों के लिए, and now she is going back. And when she is going back, her mother goes along with her to see her off to the airport. उसकी मदर उसको एयरपोर्ट पर छोड़ने के लिए उसके साथ जा रही है. You can see the picture also. The aeroplane is shown. The daughter is saying goodbye, and the mother in the old age is also waving her hand. In the picture, you can also see the scene of the airport. So look at the lines. What she says: driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday. That means she's going to Cochin and the day is Friday. Last Friday की वो हमें incident बता रही है. That was last Friday morning when she started from her parents' home. Parents' home, you understand? For the girls, there are two homes. One is the parents' home and the second was the in-laws' home. So she started from her parents' home towards her in-laws' home that was in Cochin on last Friday morning, and they were going through a car. Driving from means they were going through a car. Maybe the driver was also along with them because the mother is in old age. I saw my mother beside me. Now both of them were sitting on the back seat of the car, and when they were going towards the airport, towards to go to Cochin, she was going along with her mother. She just looked at her mother who was sitting beside her. उसके साथ सीट पर बैठी थी वो, बैक सीट पे ऊपर. And what she noticed: doze, open mouths, her face ashen like that of a corpse. What she noticed: that her mother has grown very old, and she was in such a critical situation that she was dozing. You understand what is dozing? ऊँघना, light sleep, कि आधा सोया हुआ आदमी जाग रहा है. She was dozing and she was having open mouth. Old age में क्या देखते हो आप? बहुत बार देखते हो जब आदमी ऐसे होता है, आधी नींद में है, आधा जाग रहा है, पैसिव सा हो जाता है, बहुत एक्टिव नहीं होता. तो उस टाइम पे कैसी सिचुएशन होती है? उसका मुंह जो है वो खुला होता है थोड़ा सा. Her face ashen like that of a corpse. Please note down here, very important phrase used in the form of simile, like that of a corpse. When we have the phrase starting with like or as, that is simile used here. She gives the comparison. For the face of her mother, she says the face of her mother was ashen. Ashen means having dullness, ग्रे कलर लाइक द ऐश. ऐश समझते हो, जो राख होती है जलने के बाद, जैसे कुछ फायर वर्क के लिए चीज जलाई जाती है, उसके बाद जो राख बच जाती है, दैट इज ग्रे इन कलर, हैविंग डलनेस, नो ब्राइट कलर, नो वाइटलिटी, नो विगर, नो एंथुजियाज्म. सो हर फेस वाज एशन like that of a corpse. Corpse means the dead body, लाश थी. जैसे जैसे एक डेड बॉडी पड़ा हो, उसका फेस जो है उसका बिल्कुल डल होता है, कोई उसके ऊपर ब्राइटनेस नहीं है, कोई कलर नहीं है. She felt as if the face of her mother was ashen like a corpse, like a dead body, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. And then she started feeling, she realized that her mother has grown very old and she is looking as old as she was feeling. जैसे वो महसूस कर रही थी कि वो एक डेड बॉडी की तरह उसके पास बैठी थी, जिसमें कोई हिम्मत नहीं थी, कोई ताकत नहीं थी, कोई एक्टिविटी नहीं थी, कोई एंथुजियाज्म नहीं था, मुंह खुला हुआ है और डोज कर रही है, और उसको लग रहा था उसका फेस बिल्कुल ऐश जैसा है, बिल्कुल डल ग्रे कलर में है. And she realized the pain of aging, that she has grown very old. But soon put that thought away. But she was very sad and depressed, so she wanted to divert the attention. She wanted to divert her attention. वो इस बारे में ज़्यादा नहीं सोचना चाहती थी, because that was paining him, that was giving her ache. और बहुत ज़्यादा उसको दुख महसूस हो रहा था. She was feeling very pained and depressed, thinking that her mother has grown very old and she is decaying and now she will die. The idea came in her mind about the death of her mother. So she wanted to put that thought away. वो क्या चाहती थी? उस विचार को अपने मन से निकालना चाहती थी. So she diverted her attention. She distracted herself from that scene, what she was looking inside the car, and she started looking outside the car. उसने खिड़की से बाहर देखना शुरू कर दिया, just to divert her attention so that she can put that thought away. And she looked outside. What she noticed outside, and looked out at the young trees sprinting, the married children spilling out of their homes. क्या note करती है? When she looked outside, just to keep that thought away. What thought? The thought of her mother's death. that she has grown very old and now she has decayed and she will move towards the death now. Uske mind mein ye vichar aa jata hai ki now she will not survive more. And just to keep that thought away, she looked outside and she noticed the activities of the real world outside. See how the real world activities are being correlated with the main idea or the theme. What she noticed, the trees, the young trees sprinting, she noticed that there were trees outside which were running past. जब हम किसी भी चलते हुए व्हीकल में होते हैं तो हमें ऐसे लगता है ना कि जो ट्रीज हैं वो पीछे की तरफ भागते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं. And she noticed that the trees were sprinting, that means running past, and merry children spilling out of their houses. Then she noticed that there were some children who were very happy. Merry means very happy children. They were spilling out of their homes, running out of their homes. वो भी अपने घरों से भागते हुए बाहर की तरफ आ रहे थे. So please note down the contrast given here. The dozing face, the dozing body, or the face of her mother, and the young trees sprinting and the merry children spilling. We are getting the contrast here. Inside the car, there is inactive body. Passivity is shown. The mother is not moving. Mother is inactive, not having vigor and enthusiasm. Whereas outside world, the trees running past, the children, happy children running out of their houses with vigor and strength. They are just moving forward and giving the view that they all had the strength and the vigor. So in this way, what she felt, that there is total contrast inside and outside activities. Inside it is inactive, passive, whereas in the outside world everything is active and moving, full of vigor and energy and strength. What she noticed, the trees and the children running fast. But after the airport's security check, now when they had reached the airport, it's quite natural that there was security check was there and they had to go under the checking. Standing a few yards away, now once again the mother and the daughter are separated. They are standing at a little different distance and the security check was going on. I looked again at her. Once again she looked at the face of her mother. I looked again at her, wan and pale. What she noticed once again, that the face of the mother was wan. That means again dull, colorless, pale, yellow in color, having no strength. As a late winter's moon. Underline again, this is a second simile used in the poem just to express the face of her mother. As a late winter's moon. The late winter's moon is very dull and having no light, no brightness. Why it is called as late winter's moon? Because in the late winters, at the ending of the winter season, we see the moon loses its brightness. In the same way, the mother is at the end of her life and she has also lost the vigor and strength and the brightness of her face and felt that old familiar ache. And once again she felt that old familiar ache. Ache means वही जानी पहचानी सी दर्द, वही जानी पहचानी सी एक खींच जो कि उसने अपने बचपन में महसूस करी थी. My childhood's fear. That was the fear in her mind in her childhood. What was the fear in the mind in childhood? That she would be getting married and she would be separated from her mother. And the second fear was that she now at this time what she feels, that she would also grow old just like her mother and decay and die. There are two fears. One was the childhood fear that she had in her mind, that she would be married and she would be separated from her mother. And the same familiar ache she felt now when she looked at the physical weakness of her body, mother's body, that she has grown old, she has become very physically weak, her face is dull, ashen and pale, colorless, having no vitality, no vigor, and she felt the same would happen with her also. Uske saath bhi aisa hi hoga. That's why she felt that familiar ache of her childhood. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. But she was helpless. She did not want to show this feeling to her mother. So she just hid that feeling and she said her mother, see you soon, Amma. She just gave assurance to her mother that she would see her again that she would meet her again, चाहे कि उसको पूरी उम्मीद थी that she would not be able to see her mother again, her mother would not survive more, कि शायद वो दूसरा चक्कर next चक्कर ना मिल पाए अपनी mother को, but still she gave assurance to her mother by saying that she would come again, they will meet again. All I did was smile and smile and smile. See, the repetition is here. That is the fake smile. That's why the repetition is there. Just to show the fake smile and the assurance to her mother so that the mother should not feel depressed. She kept on smiling. And that's why the poet has put stress on the word smile and smile and smile, because it is fake smile. That's why she wanted to give assurance to her mother that they would meet again, and she kept on smiling by telling the mother that she would see her again. See you soon, Amma. This is the fake smile or the assurance given to the mother that they would meet again.